And guys, welcome into the finale for the Open Wheel Outlaws. We have waited 9 long weeks to get through this first inaugural season. There's been highs, there's been lows. But the consistent thing is you have Matt Grimm out on track once again. Sean Stevens right behind him. Those two guys are locked in the points. Your top 5 is pretty much locked. Matt Grimm obviously getting the championship. He was the only guy that was here for all 9 races. I believe 3 wins on the season. I think he's tied with Sean Stevens. Don't quote me on that. But Matt Grimm leads with 775 points. Your season 1 champion. Sean Stevens did his best, and man, he put up a fight anytime he could with Mr. Matt Grimm. And he is sitting second with 565. And he will be taking home $50, where Matt Grimm will be taking home $100 for the prize pool. Heath Dyke, another regular name out here in Season 1, takes home third, and he will be walking home with $25. Logan Mann, who is in the field tonight, will lock up 4th, taking home $10. And Andrew Thornton might lose 5th place. That's the only big change we might have. So we will have to see. Currently, only 5 cars have qualified. We had 6 in the session with Richie Joplin possibly leaving. So we will have to see exactly how many do grid up for heat race number 1 at this 0.4 of a mile track. An amazing facility built in 2000, sitting right across the street from its big sister track of Charlotte Motor Speedway. You know, this track hosts a ton of different local series as well as a lot of touring series with UMP mods, dirt late models, sprints, and even the finale for the not only for the Open Wheel Outlaws, but for the World of Outlaws as well. So with that said, guys, let's get into heat race number 1. And as it sits, it will be your points champion, Matt Grimm, on the pole. To his outside is Sean Stevens. These guys have battled all year. It's always great to watch them. Logan Mann will be inside of row number 2 with Lachlan Law. Lachlan, I hope I am not butchering your name, buddy. Hit me up in the comments and let me know there. But he is sitting 4th for heat race number 1 with Heath Dyke at the back of the field. As we get into action here tonight, it will be 8-lap heat races into I believe 50-lapper. Let me double check. Currently says 50 laps, but it has not been updated through Discord. It still says Lernerville. So we will update that as we go here tonight. Watch from the aerial view as we get ready to fire for heat race number 1. 5 of the best guys in Wings 360 sprint cars set to duke it out at Charlotte. And we are green. Sean Stevens gets a little bit sideways on the bottom, falls down into 3rd. Looks like he's currently committed to that lower line. Matt Grimm loving it in his mirror, seeing these guys just battling it out, giving him a chance to get a gap as everybody has single filed out to the top side. It is Mann in second, Stevens, Dyke, and then Law rounding out the field. Got Stevens trying to throw a slider on Mann, at the line, give it to Stevens. The man gives it right back. It will be side by side, down the backstretch and into 3 and 4. Contact between Stevens and Dyke. Unfortunate for Dyke, but no caution as of yet. Grimm out to a huge, almost 1.5 second lead over Stevens, who has settled into the second position. With Man right behind him, and Law jumping up to 4th. You're going to see these guys, they jump in and out of lines, trying to find any little bit of grip. With there only being 5 cars on the track, don't expect it to get too slicked off. The track should be fairly hooked up throughout the feature. White flag is out. Stevens looking to the bottom, or Man looking to the bottom of Stevens. Stevens throwing that slider line in 3 and 4. Man does not have enough, so it will be Grimm, Stevens, Man, and Waugh, followed by Dyke for your top 5. Heath giving a show. We always love to see it. We will be jumping into a quick little 5-minute practice session here. So enjoy the views of the dirt track at Charlotte. And just like that, we are into tonight's main feature tonight. It is a 50-lapper. As you will have Mr. Matt Grimm, your Season 1 champion, on the pole. Hoping to claim his final victory of Season 1. To his outside is Sean Stevens. They've been at it all year long. Let's see who's going to come out on top tonight. Then it will be Mr. Logan Mann in the P3 spot, with Lachlan Waugh sitting in P4. And rounding out the field of 5 is Heath Dyke. Looks like Heath is not able to make it out in time for the grid. Unfortunate for Heath. We'll have to see if he does start from the pits. So currently 4 cars on the grid for the start of tonight's 50-lap feature. As we get ready to fire here, we do want to welcome in our... Oh, you got a refresh to the... Oh, you want me to refresh paints. Okay. There, we'll do that real quick. That'll go in effect here momentarily for us. Been having issues with trading paints all week, and we are green. Maybe? No? Yellow flag thrown. Don't know if that's because admins did not like the start, or what exactly is going on here. So the guys will catch up to the pace car, or pace truck. Hey, Becky, great to see you in here. And we will re-rack them and fire once again. So we did just get word from Race Control that it was just a bad start. No penalties as of yet, but that does allow Mr. Heath Dyke time to get out here. And unfortunately, it looks like he is 2 laps down, but dirt does do some wonky things with iRacing. So once we do hit the green flag, we will have to see what exactly happens with Mr. Dyke. Once again, we do want to congratulate Mr. Matt Grimm on his Season 1 championship. Amazing to see him come out here and battle some of the best guys in the Wing 360s and still be able to just pull off a great victory for the championship. So they are lined up in 3 and 4, and rip roaring, ready to go. We are on the on the gas pedal. Green flag here at Charlotte. A lot better restart that time. Matt Grimm will jump immediately up to that high side. It has been dominant all night long. Stevens quickly follows behind him. And then you have, man, Lachlan and Heath Dyke all battling it out here. As you see, Lachlan does get into the wall a little bit, but able to keep it straight and going. Logan Mann trying to do everything he can to get up there in battle with Stevens and Grimm, who are holding at a constant 0.8 of a second gap. As Grimm that time around beat Sean Stevens by 0.3 of a second. That's going to definitely open up the gap quite a bit. Grimm showing exactly why he is a champion in this series. Coming out here and just putting a masterclass right on that cushion. Let's take a ride with Mr. Matt Grimm here and see exactly how he is getting out to this lead. You see him there, he is taking more of a middle line in 3 and 4 that time around. But in 1 and 2, he's putting that right rear right up against the wall, trying to gain as much momentum, trying to stay on the throttle as long as possible. And almost running a half spider line in 3 and 4. So maybe a little bit of slickness up on the high side in 3 and 4. Or Grimm just doesn't want to burn off that top quite yet. He's worked out to almost a 2-second gap now over Sean Stevens, who is falling in the clutches of Logan Mann. Best battle on track is going to be for second place currently. And see who is going to get the runner-up spot to Mr. Matt Grimm. With the gap he's pulling, all he has to do is just ride out the rest of this 50-lap feature, and he will be going home with 2 trophies tonight. Not just the championship, but the finale victory here at the dirt track at Charlotte. Caution does come out. Looks like Heath Dyke was the cause of the caution. So Heath running that middle line through 1 and 2. Oh, what exactly happened there? Let's see if we can get a better angle on this. So you see him going down the front stretch here. Possibly some net code with the wall. Don't know how else we can explain that one. Unfortunate for Heath Dyke. Hopefully he can get a fast repair and get back out here. He has already a couple laps down. Looks like Lachlan and Heath both went to the pits. Heath is coming back out just to finish out the feature. With that being said, with Heath and Lachlan both laps down, your top 3 is more than likely set. The question is, can either Stevens or Mann get up there and challenge Mr. Matt Grimm for the victory tonight? Heath getting a wave around. Not something you'd commonly see on dirt, but great to see him try to get back into this fight. As we are green flag racing once again, Grimm lead them off into 1 and 2. He's led every lap tonight. And unless Stevens or Mann can get up there and challenge him, I don't see that changing. Stevens is normally better in the long run. You will see him come in later in this feature. But you know Grimm is wanting to build that gap up as much as possible before Stevens starts to gain some speed. We do want to thank all of our wonderful sponsors here for the Open Wheel Outlaws. J1 Designs, your one-stop shop for anything design related, and O'Brien Mechanical Services. Those guys say they will work on anything and they can fix anything. I challenge you guys to take them, the weirdest thing you got, and see if they can do it. If it's got wheels and a motor, they can do it. So let me know if you guys ever take them something weird, and we'll post it right up here on Warlord Gaming, right here on Facebook. And thank you guys, whether you're watching on Facebook, Twitch, or YouTube, thank you guys for tuning in. It's been a great season, and hopefully we will be back with the Open Wheel Outlaws next season. A huge blink out of Matt Grimm. Hopefully he can stabilize his internet here momentarily. That is a very scary position to be in if you are Sean Stevens. Not being able to see the guy in front of you and know where he's at can definitely make a very difficult time. Logan, man, trying to rip that cushion like the top two, but slapping that wall with the right rear is never a good thing. He's now falling back almost 2 seconds behind your top two in Sean Stevens and Grimm. Looks like Matt Grimm might have disconnected. Not what Sean Stevens wants to see. He wants to battle it out. We've talked with him, the Tasmanian, enough. He is a very big competitor. But Matt Grimm, with internet issues, does disappear and give Sean Stevens the lead. 25 laps to go at the line. Matt Grimm already being scored multiple laps down, will be out of this fight for the trophy tonight. Logan Mann now, with a little bit of luck, has moved up into the runner-up position. But can he find any speed to get up there with the Tasmanian and try to get around him for the win? Heath Dyke has made his way around Lachlan and up into the third position. Matt Grimm, who has not joined back with us yet, is now scored in the 5th position. And we have a yellow flag. Looks like Lachlan was the one involved. Lachlan just up on the wall, gets it off, unable to correct it, and overcorrects straight into that backfield wall, or backstretch wall. Unfortunate for him in his debut with the Open Wheel Outlaws. Your P4 runner is now possibly out of the race. We'll see if he can get out of the pits and get back up to catch up to these guys before the start. It will be 22 laps to go at the line when they get back green flag racing. These guys are used to 30 lap features. Adding that extra 20 does challenge their setups a little bit. These guys definitely hoping that the track can slick off a little bit more and make this a little bit higher of a race. Like Heath Dyke did get another waiver round, putting him back on the lead lap. Still nothing from Matt Grimm, but he has already locked up the championship. It is now a three-way fight for this win tonight. Stevens, Mann, and Dyke, as we are back green here at Charlotte. Heath throwing a massive haymaker, just cannot make it stick on Mann, as they will all go to the top in 3 and 4 and try to gain the momentum to throw that last minute slider. We will see what is going to happen. Nobody willing to try the low line as of yet. See Sean Stevens working his way down some, trying to find any grip. But we are getting word, Matt, he unfortunately did disconnect. We will still have a nice little chat with him here in a little bit. We actually see him in the Discord. Let's go ahead and grab him and pull him down here. And now sitting with me is your championship leader. And we don't even have to say leader anymore. You won the championship, Matt. What happened tonight? Was it just internet issues?
Yeah, I don't really know what's going on. We had tornadoes come through last night, so I don't know. Maybe they're working on something somewhere. It keeps going in and out. Sitting here, I was gonna come back out, but as soon as I went back on track,
Well, we are having a little bit of issues hearing you here. It is unfortunate not to see you out there. You became a staple for the Open Wheel Outlaws, and honestly the most deserving guy for the championship. We weren't able to watch it last week at Williams Grove, but we did see you got, I believe, your
so I don't know. We'll see if we can figure that out.
Yeah, you with me, Matt?
Hopefully, I don't know.
Well, congrats.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No, you're okay, man. We understand the issues. First off, you said tornadoes, huge natural disasters. Everybody safe?
Yeah, I didn't have anyone immediate. Like, I didn't know anybody affected by it, but it was about 15 minutes south of where I live, and yeah, it's pretty bad. Definitely keeping all them people in our thoughts and prayers, but it was definitely a scary situation, and could have been worse, but it happens.
Well, unfortunately, not able to see you out here on the track. I know Sean didn't want to take over P1 like that. You guys are great competitors, and you guys have duked it out all season. Any words for him tonight to kind of hopefully calm down his competitiveness?
Yeah, you can. When you interview him, you can tell me to use the money to pay me back. How about that?
Well, I don't know if he'll pay you back there, but you do lock up the points championship. Yeah, you had it locked up weeks ago, buddy. All you had to do was show up for the last, I believe, 4 weeks.
Yeah,
are we going to see you back in season 2 and hopefully see a repeat championship?
Yeah, I'll be back for sure, and looking forward to running some of his micro stuff. And yeah, we'll be back, and hopefully we can double up, but it's going to be harder competition, I'm sure, and we'll give it our best shot. I don't know, we've been kind of up and down recently on iRacing.
Well, that is the way of racing in general, whether it be virtual or in real life. But it was great watching you this season, man. We'll see you next season. Congrats again on your.
Sounds good. Thanks, bud.
All right, and that was your points championship, Mr. Matt Grimm. Unfortunately, internet issues did take him out of this race. Currently, we only have 2 cars still on track. That is Mr. Sean Stevens and Logan Mann, as they're coming to 3 to go here. 2.5 gap. Do not think that Mann is going to be able to get up there unless he has found some amazing speed. But with him ripping the top like that, he's not able to find anything else on the track and not going to be able to get around Deep Tasmanian. 2 to go. These guys are going to be tired after this 50-lapper, especially ripping the top the way they are. Let's take a ride with your leader in Mr. Sean Stevens as he takes the white flag. Heading in on the backstretch, all he's got to do is one more corner. ripping that bottom, gets on the power, and Sean Stevens will be your winner in the finale for the open wheel. So guys, this race was racked with turmoil all around. From the low car count of having only 6 guys in the session, even though they are some of the best drivers, sometimes it just happens to get single filed out and nobody can do anything. Unfortunately, it was a 1-lane race for the majority of this session. But it is always great to see these guys come out. They put on a show every time. And no matter how many cars are on the track, they're going to make sure that they can do everything they can to entertain you at home. So, with that said, we don't have Mr. Heath Dyke in the Discord yet, so we will try to get with our third place finisher here momentarily. But we do have our second place finisher, our winner, Mr. Sean Stevens.
How you going, mate?
It's always great to talk to you, Sean. I know you didn't want to win that way. You wanted to battle it out with Matt, but unfortunately, he had some internet issues due to natural disasters. So we didn't...
Yeah, that's a bit unlucky for him.
Very unlucky, and, our thoughts and prayers go to everybody, that is involved with those natural disasters. Hopefully everybody is okay. But... Yep. You are able to come home with the hardware tonight, and man, my biggest question is how much of a 1-lane track was tonight?
Yeah, well, I don't know. With just this new update coming into the iRacing, I just think everyone's sort of relearning the cars again and learning what's better for them, because I know all the older sets, they just feel rubbish on track now, and so we're all sort of learning them, and I've sort of been racing this track a lot the past couple of weeks, so I've sort of got used to it a little bit, but 50 laps is definitely a big ask, so I didn't really have the setup for 50 laps, but I tried to adjust it so it was right to come in from the last, say, 20 laps. Would have been good. Track should have been a little bit more slicker, would have been more funner. But I'm happy to come away with the first place tonight. Unlucky to Matt. If I showed up last week, maybe I could have got the points there too last week and probably battled Matt for the championship. But overall, second place, I'm happy with it. It's been a good season. After a couple of more weeks, I'm stepping away from the sim racing for a little while, and I'm going. I won't be back until about September. So big off season, but you can get back into it.
If you don't mind me asking, are you going IRL racing or?
No. Just going on holidays.
Hey. I wish, man. I wish you and, your family the best on holiday, and, hopefully we'll see you back out here eventually with the Open Wheel Outlaws, because we watched some great battles between you and Grimm this season, and I'd love to see more.
Cheers, mate. Thank you.
Yeah, congrats on your win tonight and your second place. Before we let you go, anybody you want to shout out there?
Yeah, just a massive shout out to the guys at Wyobi, all the sponsors on the car, Catalysts and Computers, CNC, Race Designs, Speed Factory, LCJ, you guys putting on the show, Open Wheel Outlaw guys, they put it on every week. John O'Brien, good on you, champ, good season. That's about it.
All right, man. Well, you enjoy your holiday. We'll see you out here sometime soon. Back on Warlord Gaming, man.
Cheers, mate.
All right, guys. Well, that is it. That is the finale. 9 weeks. These guys battled hard. There's been ups. There's been downs. But that is the trials and tribulations of a iRacing league. Everyone goes through it. Great to see the Open Wheel Outlaws get through Season 1. They'll come back even harder with Season 2. If you guys want to join it, join in the Discord. Get your number. See all the amazing ideas that John O'Brien is having for future seasons. And until then, guys, that's Warlord Gaming signing out on the Open Wheel Outlaws Season 1. Till then, guys, keep on sending it in.